Hey, Hickory Hill Baptist Church kids. I have an awesome story to share with you all for the week leading up to Easter. So tune in. The Tale of the Three Trees. Once upon a mountain top, 3 trees dreamed of what they wanted to become when they grew up. "I want to hold treasure," the first tree said. "I will be the most beautiful treasure chest in the whole world." "I want to be a strong sailing ship," the second tree said. "I will be the strongest ship in the world." "I don't want to leave this mountaintop at all," the third tree said. "I want to grow so tall that when people look at me, they will raise their eyes to heaven and think of God. I will be the tallest tree in the world." One day, 3 woodcutters climbed the mountain. With a swoop of the first man's axe, the first tree fell. With a swish of the second man's axe, the second tree fell. With a slash of the third man's axe, the third tree fell. The first tree rejoiced when the woodcutter brought him to a carpenter's shop, but the busy carpenter was not thinking about treasure chests. Instead, his work-worn hands fashioned the tree into a feed box for animals. The second tree smiled when the woodcutter took him to a shipyard, but no mighty sailing ships were built that day. Instead, the once strong tree was made into a simple fishing boat. The third tree was confused when the woodcutter cut her into strong beams and left her in a lumber yard. What happened? The once tall tree wondered. All I ever wanted to do was point to God. Many, many days and nights passed. The 3 trees nearly forgot their dreams. But one night, golden starlight poured over the first tree as a young woman placed her newborn baby in the feed box. And suddenly the first tree knew he was holding the greatest treasure in the world. One evening, a tired traveler and his friends crowded into the old fishing boat. When a storm arose, the second tree shuddered. But when the traveler stretched out his hand and said, "Peace," the storm stopped. And suddenly the second tree knew he was carrying the King of heaven and earth. One Friday morning, the third tree was startled when her beams were yanked from the woodpile. She shivered when she was dragged through an angry crowd. She shuddered when soldiers nailed a man's hand to her. She felt ugly, harsh, and cruel. But on Sunday morning, when the sun rose and the earth trembled with joy beneath her, the third tree knew God's love had changed everything. It had made the first tree beautiful. It had made the second tree strong. And every time people thought of the third tree, they would think of God. That was better than being the tallest tree in the world. I hope you guys liked that book, The Tale of the Three Trees, retold by Angela Hunt. I'll be back later this week to do an Easter egg, resurrection egg devotional with you. So I hope you kids are having fun and staying healthy and getting lots of time to play outside. We miss you all. Bye.